Lerdsila sees things before it happens. Now, how is this developed? First, he is from the greatest camp of all time. Jockey is developed. First, he is from the greatest camp of all time. Jockey Gym.
That's probably one of the nastiest, cleanest question mark kicks I ever seen.
Lzilla is so untouchable that he makes fights look too easy.
Weave.
I mean, just look at how the ladies are so impressed in the back. People often say that Lerdsila is the fastest pressed in the back. People often say that Lerdsila is the fastest fighter. But that is impossible athletically as a 40-year-old.
40?
What is true is that he has genius fight IQ. Lerdsila once said, "I'm not moving faster than you. I'm just moving before you do." And with that legendary fight philosophy, he had 100 consecutive wins with one of the highest winning records in combat sports history.
You had a 100 fight winning streak.
What?
How were you able to accomplish that?
Thai fighter, they fight hard. They crazy fight. Sometimes I fight twice a day. Sometimes I fight in the morning and then I fight nighttime again. Yeah. Sometimes I fight in the morning and then I fight nighttime again. Yeah. I am 3-time Lerdsila champion, and I have the international fighter. I got about five-time world champion, and I have the WLF kickboxing champion in China. I want to show how my style and how the beautiful Muay Thai.
You see, his legendary style is what everyone who doesn't know how to fight imagines they would do in a fight. With over 39,000 people liking this comment, this one fighter deserves much more popularity.
Bro, he definitely felt like he in the Matrix. I'm talking about weed. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Like, comment, subscribe, bro. Y'all want more top fighter reactions on my channel, man? Let me know in the comments, bro. But hey, we already did Say Chi, so go check that reaction out. But bro,
Bruce Lee's quote, "Be like water to the max."
Be like water.
Lerdsila.
I said, empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. Now you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into...
Hold on, bro. I'm trying to listen. But this man just hit somebody with a question mark kick so nasty, not the sweat off of him. But Bruce Lee said, empty your mind. Be like water. Take shape.
Like water to the max. It would be Lerdsila.
I said, empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. Now you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend.
Be
Somewhere
water.
in heaven, Bruce Lee is very proud.
Shout out Bruce Lee, man.
And most importantly, all the ladies love him. So why exactly is Lerdsila the most untouchable fighter? He has hyper-responsive reflexes, and he's memorized all of the possible techniques that can be used. With his experience, his understanding of distance, and fight IQ, Lerdsila sees things before it happens. Now, how is this developed? First, he is from the greatest camp of all time. Jockey is developed. First, he is from the greatest camp of all time. Jockey Gym.
That's probably one of the nastiest, cleanest question mark kicks I ever seen in my life. Y'all know I'm a big fan of the question mark kicks.
First, he is from the greatest camp of all time. Jockey Gym. Second, his teammate is Sanchai.
Sanchai? Oh man, yeah. Okay. Now we know.
And all-time greats such as Somrak. His coach was Pipa, the greatest technician coach of all time.
Damn, he learned from all the goats.
When people ask him how he developed his crazy dodging skill, Lerdsila himself would say that it's from a million times of light sparring over decades.
Yeah, the sparring in Joachim, we like to sparring in Joachim camp. They like to sparring because in Joachim camp many fighters, they training together. We just sparring all the time.
Both Lerdsila and Saenchai said that when they were young, they didn't have the money to afford Muay Thai pads or heavy bags. So instead, they just sparred with each other rather than doing any of the modern training that we do now.
Have only maybe 3 trainers. If the trainer hold the pad for someone, or we don't have the back enough, we just sparring and no shin pad, because we have to know how to control. I train with I like to sparring with Somla Kamsing and Saenchai, Robert, Thai, because why I love to sparring with Somla Kamsing because I never beat him.
Damn.
I try to, okay, today I want to beat Somla, but I still kick me ass every day. That's why, okay, tomorrow I'm sparring with you again.
This is how Lerdsila is literally playing fighting games in real life.
That's crazy.
In fact, he treats it all like a game.
Ooh,
He covers options,
he nasty with
reads
it.
attacks, and dodges any attack perfectly. Many people around the world find the fighter being this untouchable insane. But take a look at how he keeps his eye open all the time, observing every moment and watching where his opponent is winding up to kick or punch.
Bro, being in the account with Seichi and all them legends, bro, all them legends. Who is the GOAT of Muay Thai, bro? Who is the absolute GOAT, man? Let me know in the comments who y'all GOAT of Muay Thai. I know everybody gonna have different opinions. Let me know who y'all go to Muay Thai though.
Where most people would have some sense of fear, putting their hands up for defense, Lerdsila simply focuses on movement and reads his opponents flawlessly.
Ooh.
Lerdsila understands where his opponent's hands and feet are at all times. You see, for him, it's not about moving fast at all. This is the art of minimal movement, moving just enough to achieve exactly what he wants.
You can't hit him.
With laser focus on how his opponent moves, he can evade just out of range through the smallest openings available. In the history of modern fighting, there has been no fighter to achieve this level of evasive skill in Muay Thai and kickboxing. Lerdsila is so evasive that he breaks the spirit and will of champions without truly punishing them with strikes.
Can't touch him.
It's fascinating, awe-inspiring, and terrifying. It's fascinating, awe-inspiring, and terrifying all at once. Look at the way he smiles while fighting. There's nothing more terrifying than someone who is so good at kicking ass and
Bro, what's
having
up
fun
with Buddy?
while doing it. Fight fans, welcome back to another episode of Lawrence Kenshin Striking Breakdowns. In this episode, we cover all of Lerdzila's most untouchable moments throughout his legendary career. But before we get started, if you actually want to fight like Lerdsila, make sure to check out the course.
การชกของผมซึ่งเป็นสไตล์การชกประเภทมวยฝีมือและเป็นสไตล์
Muay femur style.
เป็นส่วน
My personal style of
ข
fighting.
องผมจริงๆก็สามารถมาเรียนได้ในคอร์สของผมนะครับซึ่ง
The Most Untouchable system has over 6 hours of all of his best techniques and tactics put together in always enjoy. In this fight against Si Junhui, look at how Lerdsila is always ahead. First he lands a low kick, which disrupts the balance of his opponent, prompting a 1-2 charge. But Lerdsila reads it flawlessly and clinches up, landing a perfect short right hand, which would have been an elbow if it was Muay Thai. Then he borrows the opponent's momentum to toss him flying. A moment later, he perfectly dodges a haymaker after throwing the roundhouse, and does it again and again, with the opponent not being able to do anything.
He can't
about
hit
it.
him with it. Ooh.
As he was getting pressured, Lerdsila throws a left hook to pivot out and then pulls away from another haymaker flawlessly. The amount of angle changes here are insane.
Crazy.
When they clinch up, Lerdsila can jump for a flying knee multiple times, and the Chinese fighter goes my life. At one point, Lerdsila even sticks his tongue out to taunt the opponent, but when he starts swinging haymakers, Lerdsila effortlessly dodges the punches, reading the straight punches perfectly and moving out of the way at the right time. Every punch wind-up was read like a book. And once again, the Chinese fighter says, my life.
Oh, nah. Y'all didn't tell me he was a Matrix god. They plucked him right out of the Matrix, huh? God, my man just looking at him like, ugh.
At this point, Lerdsila is just playing with his opponent, fighting with his hands down, and keeping him away with teeps and push kicks.
Get him
The
teeps.
inside low kick into the outside
Ooh,
slip was
weave.
absolutely gorgeous. And moments later, a rear inside low kick almost floors the opponent. When Lerdsila threw it one more time, he floored the opponent. He gets up like a warrior, only to be sent flying once again. At this point, Hui
Damn.
is looking at the ceiling and wondering what he's doing there. Then, Lerdsila plants himself on the ropes with his tongue out.
He's
As
messing
Hui
with
charges
him.
in, Lerdsila push kicks his flying kick attempt, but instead of putting his foot down, he keeps it there and push kicks him one more time. Lerdsila smiles, and his opponent smiles too, knowing he just got schooled. The referee looks at him.
Oh,
and
you
was
are,
like,
master.
"You dishonor us." Moments later, as Hui tries to charge in, he gets
Yo.
pushed away again, and Lerdsila is really enjoying himself. For a
This
moment,
is crazy.
Lerdsila gets real aggressive, moving forward with his hands down and landing a haymaker. And when the opponent throws one back, he dodges it with ease.
Bro, he don't even look
This got
real.
Hui to attempt a rolling thunder, which was not so
She look
thunderous.
fake.
Due to Lerdzila's evasiveness, it was just rolling on the floor. Hui gets angry and hugs Lerdsila to make him roll on the floor, but Lerdsila just says, "Nice try," and laughs at him. For some reason, Hui wanted to throw some Black Bruce Lee style spinning For some reason, Hui wanted to throw some Black Bruce Lee style spinning
That was crazy though.
In order to be able to pull this one out, according to John.
Who is that?
but gets easily read by Lerdsila and sends himself on the floor
Who
once
was
again.
that?
Lerdsila himself rolling on the floor once again.
I know he ain't try that shit.
Lerdsila goes into a dodging storm, and Hui goes not so thunderously rolling once again.
Ooh.
Against Wei Ning Hui, Lerdsila was really cheeky.
I think I can beat you up for sure. Come on, fight with me. I'm ready.
But Lerdsila
Fight with me, I'm ready.
was in fact ready. From the very start of the fights, he knocks his
Oh,
opponent down.
shit.
Lerdsila was in fact ready. From the very start
Running
of the fights,
twist,
he knocks
bomb!
his opponent down. Lerdsila initially lands a low kick, and the opponent tries to throw a left hook into low kick. The left lands on the guard, and the low kick misses. And while Lerdsila
I didn't even see
dodged,
that
he
heel
placed
kick.
himself to catapult off the ropes.
Little body.
When Ning spun around, Lerdsila saw a perfect opportunity. Catapulting off the ropes, Lerdsila jumps into a flying left roundhouse, placing it right above his opponent's guard.
Perfect.
After the kick landed, Lerdsila stood over his opponent like a badass. When they got up, Lerdsila gets him away with a triple teep. Then when Ning caught one and went for a left hook, Lerdsila dodged it like
Weave.
a king. Throughout this fight, Lerdsila was in a taunting mood. So every time he landed strikes flush, he started putting his hands down and started jiggling while evading.
He's sticking his tongue
Despite
out.
Ning throwing formidable combinations, the evasive swagger was too much for him to deal with.
拉呀，一打一个准。魏宁辉要加紧自己的腿，倒计时，要回合。你看，勒德斯拉闪躲啊，是吧？勒德斯拉对于节，其实魏宁辉在前两局呢采取了压迫式的违法。
Lerdsila versus Robin Manopjim. Against Robin, Lerdsila comes out with his hands down, swaggering, and lands a high kick right away. Then he lands another body kick and right away. Then he lands another body kick, and Robin catches the kick to go for his own high kick and hits nothing but air. This is one of the most beautiful evasions we've ever seen.
Bro.
Of course, Lerdsila knows he just pulled
Nasty.
off one of the greatest head kick dodges of all time, and walks forward like a badass while the opponent backs away. Then, Lerdsila dodges another jab while wiggling, and continues to apply pressure with his hands down. Throughout the fight, there were multiple times where Lerdsila push kicks the opponent's thighs to keep him away. This is a rarely used technique, but an excellent defensive technique. However, what stood out the most in this fight is how Lerdsila leaned back from a jab perfectly, and then a check low kick perfectly without even blinking. The opponent is not happy and tries to land a high kick,
Bruh. Who is this guy, bro?
blinking. The opponent is not happy and tries to land a high kick, But Lerdsila catches it with his shoulder, walks forward, and goes for his own high kick. Neither of them hit each other, but it's game on now. They brawl with each other to end the round, and they're both having fun while doing it. In the second round, Lerdsila comes out dodging multiple strikes in a row. Then he lands a sweep as soon as they fall into the clinch. Here, Lerdsila lands one of the coolest sweeps we have ever seen. Against the double inside control, Lerdsila pushes against the chest and kicks the standing leg out. Then he does it again moments later with the inside control. He goes on an evasive spree, dodging everything Robin throws at him. Then, when his opponent threw a spinning elbow, Lerdsila dodged it and took his neck. Here's an excellent nut heap that we will always have to feature. For the rest of the fight, there were a couple more epic dodges, but Lerdsila basically took his opponent to school.
Talk about weaving everything. Can't touch him.
Lerdsila versus Li Ning. In this fight, Lerdsila turned aggressive with big throws and a beautiful knockout. Against Ning, Lerdsila again shows next level defense. In this fight, Lerdsila also showed us his insane offense.
He definitely might be the best defensive Muay Thai fighter for sure.
Lerdsila turned on aggressive mode right away, and it wasn't long before he clinched up and sent his opponent flying. Note how Lerdsila uses the stance switch to close distance. This is important for setting up the knockout later. This fight was a showcase of Lerdzila's explosiveness, aggression, and his clinching ability.
He got with an elbow!
Every time they clinched, Li Ning would go flying. To end the fight, closes the distance with a step into southpaw, exactly what he used earlier to enter the clinch. The opponent steps back and attempts a counter hook, but is met with a huge head kick.
Fatality.
Against Wei, Lerdsila dodged weird kicks. Throughout the fight, he demonstrated his signature leanbacks and angle changes, even taking the opponent's back. The opponent uses an illegal catch and sweep, and with Lerdsila pissed off, he pays the opponent back with a throw.
Boom!
Even though the opponent continues with illegal catch and throws, Lerdsila stays cute with his dancing and taunting. But eventually, Lerdsila gets aggressive and lands multiple knees. Staying evasive, Lerdsila dodges quick combination kicks from his opponent, and for some reason,
the
opponent checks his groin here and jumps into a flying Sparta kick, which caught Lerdsila off guard. When Lerdsila teeped the opponent flying, he again checks himself in the groin. Fighting with his hands down, Lerdsila landed kicks at will against the spinning back fist. Lerdsila versus Deng. In this fight, Lerdsila stands ground and presses with aggression. The opponent throws hard shots, but Lerd is slick with a lean back into a back take. Lerdzila's hands down lean back is a different variation from other legends who can lean back, because his hands are completely by his side. When the opponent charges, Lerdsila can still keep moving back to get away from the blitzing attacks. As the opponent charges in, Lerdsila lands a perfect roundhouse to meet the charge. The opponent charges again with a nice combination and lands a hard punch. Lerdsila is now pissed.
I think I'll take Shay-T offense over his, but bro,
to come in and throw
you can't touch him, so
combinations, and even his own elbow after.
Ooh.
Lerdsila now says, "Okay, you want some? You got it," and sweeps him flying. The momentum is now with Lerdsila, and he starts to land shots at will. At the start of the next round, Lerdsila instantly sweeps the opponent and stands over him like a badass again. In the middle of the round, Lerdsila goes into stalking mode. He hunts kicks with a more traditional Muay Thai style and stance, landing at will. When the opponent tried to kick back, Lerdsila did his signature undercatch and knees the opponent flying.
Hey, with a knee?
Throughout the rest of this round, Lerdsila had teep dominance. He also landed roundhouses at will and dodged everything the opponent threw. In round 3, Lerdsila got hit with a nutshot right away. Deng tries to capitalize on this, but Lerdsila welcomes the exchange with a dodge and cross, followed by a sweep attempt. The opponent again stops a sweep, but gets hit with multiple flying knees. Deng tried a downward jump
doing that in the clinch too.
Lerdsila slips through the armpit and almost takes the opponent's back. He smiles, stalks forward, and lands multiple flying knees in the clinch. Near the end of the round, Deng lands a nice low kick to Lerdzila's rear leg, which prompted Lerd to shake it off and stalk forward. When Deng threw a roundhouse, Lerd undercaught it again to follow up with a knee and an aerial sweep. It was so nasty that the ref's face said,
"Oh dang, bro."
Even when Deng got up, he also said,
Oh, dang.
Lerdsila versus Garafo. Lerd starts this fight with a huge lean back,
I got here doing y'all dirty.
asking his opponent, "Is that all you got?" The same thing happens again moments later. The third dodge was the sickest, as Lerdsila goes near parallel.
Bro, what the bro?
What the fuck was that?
The third dodge was the sickest, as Lerdsila
Bro, this man, bro. Who is this guy?
goes near parallel. With momentum riding high after the leanbacks, Lerdsila tries a tornado kick but fails. When the opponent tries the same thing, it's caught by Lerdsila, and Garafo got thrown to the ground. When the opponent tries to catch and sweep Lerdsila, Lerdsila simply dodged over it like a ninja.
Bro, what? Bro.
Now that Lerdsila has timing and rhythm,
Bro.
he's putting his hands down with confidence. The opponent lands 2 low kicks, but Lerdsila replies with a Mike Tyson combination to the body and then head. Lerd
Ooh.
then lands a beautiful knee to the liver, followed by a perfect sweep when he tries to knee back. In round 2, Lerd stands right in front of his opponent throwing combinations for 20 seconds without being hit clean a single time. He goes into some of the deepest leanbacks we've ever seen and smiles. For some reason in this fight, Lerdsila gets really aggressive with swinging shots. Perhaps it's that he wants to impress the ring girls. In the middle of the round, he literally stalks the opponent with multiple teeps, landing so many of them that Garafo starts smiling. Whatever his opponent tries to throw, Lerdsila could just evade it and looked unstoppable. Lerdsila even leans on the ropes to show how relaxed he is.
Come get me, bro.
Then Lerdsila goes into Matrix mode, dodging essentially 15 punches.
What?
When he stopped playing around, he throws big punching combinations and drops the giant.
Oh! Come on, bro.
Lerdsila then lands 6 teeps in a row.
Just teeping him. Weave. It's too easy, bro.
At the end of the round, Lerdsila leans back slick one more time and excites the ring girls right after. In the third round, Lerd starts with 2 slick leanbacks. He laughs and then proceeds to drop the giant. He pulls back on a jab and throws a thudding low kick. Then he throws a question mark head kick.
What? That would, bro. That
Then
shit looked
he throws
crazy.
a question mark head kick.
What? That shit looked
Followed by one of the
crazy.
slickest sweeps we have ever seen. And of course, he walks off like a gangster. Lerdsila even landed a tornado kick right after, flooring the giant once again. When the opponent attempts his own spin kick, Lerdsila dodges it with ease. To show mercy, Lerd stays evasive for the rest of the fight and throws a bunch of spinning kicks. The last display of dominance was shoving the giant to the floor with ease and then doing a Super Mario after.
He did a what?
The The fight ends as Lerdsila dodges another 15 punches in a row. When the fight ended, the organization president shows love to Lerdsila. Like Mike Tyson, he basically wants the ring girl and Lerdsila to kiss. The ring girl is clearly very into it, and even hugs Lerdsila again right after. Lerdsila versus Tang Yao. To counter the opponent's low kick, Lerdsila push kicks and floors the opponent right away. Immediately, Lerd then shows his evasiveness, dodges an axe kick, and then
nigga dodged the axe kick. How?
Lerd then shows his evasiveness, dodges an axe kick, and then evades some punches. Again, Lerdsila had no problem doing hands down head movement. He then evades the axe kick and roundhouse again, and smiles. While being unstoppable with his evasions, he completely schools the opponent. To have some fun, Lerd decides to call him forward with a huge smile. Within 10 seconds of the second round, Lerdsila evades everything and taunts the opponent.
Lzilla is a hard ass name, I ain't gonna lie.
Everything misses. Then Lerdsila sends him flying with a sweep.
Damn!
With his hands completely down, inviting all attacks, the opponent misses every strike attempt. Before the round ends, he floors the opponent with a teep. In the third round, Lerd showed that his footwork is so legit that he can evade under a punch, lock the body, and take the opponent's back. Later on, he makes the opponent swing a hook. Then, he leans back to somehow take an angle change. Completing a 180-degree turn on the fighter, he drops his hands and smirks. Lerdsila versus Wang Wenbin. In this fight, Lerdsila shows us how to deal with an aggressive charging opponent. After evading like crazy, he simply picks the opponent up from a kick and slams him.
BAM!
Later on, he shows the ability to duck under the attacks, tying up in the clinch, and then sends the opponent to the canvas again. Lerdzila's leanbacks are so effective that it will make the opponent hit the canvas without even touching him. His leanbacks are so sneaky that he'll often smile to himself. He'll even dance to invite an attack, only so that he can evade everything that comes. Here, he shows how to shut down an aggressive fighter. He pulls back from a punch and lands a counter hook. Using the momentum, he throws the fighter away. Lerdzila's evasions
He's out here doing anything he want to do, bro.
Perfectly timing the hook into a duck and then continuing to evade. After being schooled, Wanben charges, but charges into Matrix mode.
Charges
Lerdsila
into Matrix mode.
Slips all the punches and throws the opponent into the ropes.
Yeah, you can't get better defense than this, bro. I'm just keeping it real. He might ain't got as much offense as Shea Chi, the one I seen before, but his defense.
Lerdsila versus Kang-en.
Not
Kang-en
two.
is a Chinese Muay Thai and Sanda legend.
His offense
Lerdsila
like that
comes
too.
out
He's just
pressuring right away, showing a form of respect towards the Chinese champion. However, the first body kick that Kang-en threw was a big miss, and every time Lerdsila fired back with his own kicks, the Chinese champion could not deal with the speed. Lerdsila then decided he wanted to play, and rests his leg on Kang-en's legs. Then, when he threatened with a rear cross and rear roundhouse, his opponent could do nothing about it. This was of course followed by an epic parallel dodge once again. Later on, Lerdsila lands a thudding body shot. The ring girls go crazy for Lerdsila once again. This made the legend kick harder. In round 2, Lerdsila pulled out his offensive arsenal and landed a bunch of thudding strikes. But once he solidified his scores, he again showcased his 180-degree turn. Right after Kang-en started chucking haymakers and Lerdsila ducked under, the Chinese champion tried a spinning back fist, but that did nothing. Throughout the rest of the round, Lerdsila scored with many of his signature tricks. In the third round, Lerdsila comes out hot with a lot of speedy kicks. But then he again rests his leg on his opponent and goes into a jumping kick and then finishes with a teep. Moments later, he controls the leg once again with the Lerdsila teep.
the Lordzilla teep.
The Chinese champion basically goes, "F my life," When he came in swinging, Lerdsila dodged and took his back once again. This made the Chinese champion swing even harder. And Lerd once again dodged everything. After continuously scoring from the outside, Lerdsila decided to rest his leg on Kang once again. This annoyed the opponent and eventually he waved him forward. But then Lerdsila just turned him into the ring, and when they went back into center ring, he did it again. He kept swinging, but every time he did, Lerdsila would spin 180.
I bet they be
Kang
mad as hell fighting Buddy.
And got dumped on the floor instead. For some reason, this went into the 4th round. But once again, Lerdsila dominated the round, flooring the Chinese champion multiple times with sweeps, and taking his back multiple times. With this, he won the Heroes Legend belt, and Kang In himself gave him the huge trophy. In all of these clips, he is almost 40 years old, and the moments you see below were our favorites from this whole video. You see, if we judged a fight by raw speed and athleticism,
he was almost, come on bruh, he was doing them people like that at 40?
His opponents would beat him. But great
he looked like he about 25 though.
And see a punch or kick before it comes anywhere near them.
And like he don't age at all.
So effortless when evading strikes.
What do you say?
Beat him. But great masters of striking can anticipate and see a punch or kick before it comes anywhere near them. This is how he can look so effortless when evading strikes. If Lerdsila is never in any actual danger, in his mind and in reality, he simply won't feel or show any fear. This is how he looks so calm when he's under the heat of battle. Take this incredible check as an example. In this sequence, Lerdsila has his hands down as he's pressuring his opponent against the ropes. He's purposely not attacking in order to invite an attack. The moment his opponent attacks, he leans back perfectly, just an inch out of range. Then he looks at him.
Come on, bro.
He leans back perfectly, just an inch out of range. Then he looks at him with absolute calm, knowing exactly what his opponent will do next, which was a low kick. Anticipating the kick and checking it perfectly in time, Lerdsila spikes his opponent's shin with his knee. This took him nearly no effort, and with only defense, he was able to damage his opponent. Let that sink in for a second. Only true masters of baiting can pull this off.
They can
tease an opponent effortlessly, making them thirsty for an attack, and then make fools out of them. At the highest level, fighters like Samad even pretend to be hurt in order to invite a charge and land a knockdown. Against Against the Sander champion, Jian Hui, he was able to chill on the ropes and push kick the opponent away. He not only kicked him once, but Lerdsila kept the foot on his opponent's belly as he tried to continue coming in. By keeping the leg there, he was able to push him away twice in 1 second. This level of control had the opponent impressed, and he acknowledged it right away.
That's different. That's different, bro. This man is different.
By the 3rd round, after outclassing his opponent for the entire time, Lerdsila was putting out his tongue to taunt the opponent and getting him to throw big combinations.
Seems that I like Jordan.
The hands were completely down because Lerdsila wanted the opponent to keep punching him. He wanted the punch to get really close to hitting him and move out of the way in the very last second. I mean, just look at how the ladies are so impressed in the back.
As he watching the punches.
If you could do it, why wouldn't you?
Ugh.
We hear that Lerdsila is loved by all the ladies in China. What we find most amazing is that Lerdsila simply sees fighting as a game. It's just fun and enjoyable for him to fight like this. If he fought serious, he could finish many opponents with ease, but he would rather entertain the crowd and enjoy the process by doing things that no one else has been able to do. Lerdsila doesn't actually care about winning or losing, he just wants to enjoy himself. In psychology, this is called being outcome independent. Ironically, research shows that people are able to perform the best when they are outcome independent. Science has shown that people with this mindset are easily able to enter higher states of flow. And that's exactly what Lerdsila is 100% of the time. He is like water. He flows and he crashes.
It's hard to be
not epic showcase of effortless fighting. We personally love that Lerdsila can make it look so easy and not really care about winning or losing.
No, Lzilla
if you want to fight like Lerdsila,
he's different. He's different. I ain't gonna lie. It's just hard not to be dependent on winning or losing, bro. It's just like especially if you're in a sport. Some people can get off on just knock people out or just getting in brawls and getting in good fights. But some people want to win, bro. It's in them. But hey, let me know in the comments what y'all think, bro. But hey, he was plucked out of the Matrix and put in real life. He's an alien. Yeah. But look, I'm going to see y'all in the video, man. No cap.